in progress.
Om Shanti, sweet children, all the souls of world are without this knowledge, and that's why they are unhappy. You have to uplift them. If we give them this knowledge, they will be very happy. It will uplift them. They will know the reason why there is such thing in their life. So give them the father introduction and open their eyes and bring them happiness. When they become soul conscious, when they come to know that their soul and supreme soul is always there for them, they will receive the power, they will receive the happiness, and so their eyes will open and they will be very happy there with this knowledge. So we should always try, even anyone scold, even if anyone doubt on it, even if anyone is not listening to it, but whenever, not forcefully, but sometime in talk to talk, we can give them. Then when we put the seed, sometime they can come back to get this knowledge. Question is, what is the basis of growth of any center? Service done altruistically with an honest heart. That is the growth of any center. Let there always be an interest in doing service, and your bhandari, that is contribution box, will continue to become full. You should make arrangement for wherever service can be done. Do not ask anyone for anything. It is better to die than to ask for anything. Everything will come by itself. You cannot collect funds like people outside do. The center will not become full by asking for anything. We cannot ask that give some donation or get a receipt and get some donation. Therefore, make the center function without asking for anything because it is Shiv Baba's work. Automatically, everything will happen. Only our heart should be clean and we should selfless service we should do. Om Shanti, you spiritual children are sitting here. You have the knowledge in your intellect of how you come down from up above at the beginning, just as they show a play about the incarnation of Vishnu. He is seated on his Viman and then comes down. How we are coming down? We have in our intellect that how we come down from in the beginning. Na? As they show the incarnation of Vishnu, the stars come down. So many stars coming down at the start of the world. He's seated on his Viman and then comes down. You children now understand that the incarnation, etc., that they have portrayed were all wrong. Those Dasavatar, there is nothing like that. You now understand where your souls are really the resident of, how you come here from up above, and how you become impure while playing your parts of 84 birth. Very strange and wonderful drama. And today Baba revealed so many truths. The first is there is no such Dasavatar. And how do we incarnate? We all come from above and we incarnate as Lakshmi or Narayan, equal to them. Either we will be Lakshmi or Narayan, and the combined form is Vishnu. So there is no incarnation of Vishnu, but there is incarnation of Lakshmi and Narayan kind of souls, that kind of virtues, and there is no Dasavatar. And now we know how we become pure, how we become impure, and how we are playing our parts of 84. But the Father is now making you pure. It should definitely be an intellect of you, student, how you go around the cycle of 84 births. This should be in your awareness. The Father alone explains how you take 84 births because the cycle has been given a long duration. People are unable to understand such a simple matter, and this is why it is called blind faith. This is why this is called blind faith. It is in your intellect how the other religions are established. You know that you have been taking rebirth and playing your parts, and you have now reached the end and are now to go back. Only you children have this knowledge. No one else in the world knows this knowledge. They say that it became paradise 5,000 years ago, and they don't know what that was. It was surely the original eternal deity kingdom, but they don't know that at all. You now understand that you too didn't know anything previously. Those of other religions are not ignorant of who the founder of their religion is. You now know this and have become knowledgeful. All the rest of the world is ignorant. We have become so sensible and then we become senseless in devotion and ignorant. Even though we are human actors. Who we are actors. We didn't know this. Look what the impact of this knowledge is like. So how much impact of this knowledge no? Very strange. God don't come down and take part. No, he don't cross golden age, silver age, copper age, iron age. But he has knowledge of full world. He don't keep on seeing who is performing what is happening where. But we souls, we crossed everything from beginning to end. But we are not knowing how the world runs. This is wonderful. That's why because without being involved in it, already every knowledge is there in him as per the drama. He don't keep on seeing and taking information. No, he don't bother, don't see anything. But still, he has knowledge of each and everything. That's why he's ocean of knowledge, knowledgeful. To see the impact of knowledge. Only you know this. So you children should bubble up inside. We should have that bubble inside. We should tell everyone about this. Only when you imbibe this will you have the happiness inside you. Now, when you will say to others, when they will listen to you and they will also imbibe, they will be surprised and happy that how come you know this thing? But when they will also imbibe and become knowledgeful, then they will also bubble inside. So, this way, we have to keep on creating bubbles and this will spread into the world. You know how you came here in the beginning and how you were transferred from Shudra clan into the Brahmin clan. No one in the world, whole world except you knows this world cycle done. This would be this, there should be this dance of knowledge taking place inside you. Baba is telling us so much wonderful knowledge through which we claim our inheritance. It is written, through this Raj Yoga, I make you into the kings of kings. However, you didn't understand that before. You now have all the significance of this in your intellect. So this there should be this dance of knowledge taking place inside you. Baba is telling us so much wonderful knowledge through which we claim our inheritance. It is written, through this Raj Yoga, I make you into kings of kings. However, you didn't understand that before how much ignorant we were, not knowing anything. आप ही पूज्य आप ही पुजारी. We only were the deities and we only worshipping ourselves. You now have all the significance of this in your intellect. We have now become Brahmins from Shudras. You have this mantra in your intellect. We Brahmins will become deities, and then by descending, we will come down. We take so many rebirths as we go around the cycle. By having this knowledge in your intellect, you should also have that happiness. How can other two receive this knowledge? You continue to have so many thought about how to give everyone the Father's introduction. You Brahmins uplift everyone so much. The Father also uplifts everyone. He makes those who are ignorant constantly happy. Their eyes open and there is happiness. Those who have an interest in doing service should feel this inside them and also have a lot of happiness. Where we souls are resident of, how we then come down to play our parts, how we become so elevated, and how we then come down. And then when the kingdom of Ravan begins, all of this is now in your intellect. So, how many secrets we know now? There is the difference of day and night between this knowledge and devotion. Who has performed devotion from its beginning? You would say that you are the ones who came in the beginning and so you saw a lot of happiness and you then began to perform devotion. There is a difference of day and night between being worthy of worship and a worshipper. You now have so much knowledge. You should have the happiness of how you have been around the cycle of 84 births. There is a vast difference between 84 births and 8.4 million births. Such a tiny matter does not enter anyone's intellect. Not 84 million births, 84 births. Because now itself this tired, then how will be 84 million births? So in comparison to hundred of thousand of years, this is like just 1 or 2 days. The good children continue to turn the cycle around in their intellect, which is why they are called spinner of discus of self-realization. Knowledge does not exist in the golden age. There is so much praise of heaven. There was just Bharat there, that which exists has to exist again. Externally, there is nothing to see, but there are reasons. You know that this old world is now to end, and that you will then go to the new world number wise. You now understand how soul come down to play their parts. It isn't that the souls come down from up above as they show in plays. No one can see a soul with his or her physical eye. It is wonderful game. How a soul comes and enters a tiny body. No, you see a small pregnant women, how soul enters suddenly, and fourth, fifth month they have ultrasound, no heartbeat, and suddenly they get the heartbeat, lubbed up as the soul enters. So how wonderful it is how soul entering into a tiny body. How wonderful game is, and we cannot see it, but we can feel with the heartbeat coming. We can feel with the kicking and the moving around started. This knowledge does not exist in golden age. There is so much praise of heaven. There was just Bharat there. That which existed has to exist again. Externally, it is nothing to see, but there are reasons, that this old world is now to end, and that you will then go to, this one we read, tiny body. So, this is a godly study. Your thoughts should race in this day and night. Once we understand it, it is though we have seen it and we can then speak about it. When we understand, it is like seeing it. We can feel, the visuals come in front of our eyes. Previously, my magician used to make many things emerge. The father is also called the magician, the businessman, the jewel merchant. Wonderful, no? All of this knowledge is in the soul. The soul is an ocean of knowledge. Although it is said that God is the ocean of knowledge, no one knows who he is or how he is a magician. Previously, you didn't know this either. The Father has now come and is making you into deities. You should have so much happiness inside you. Only the one Father is knowledgeful and He is also teaching you. Only you children know this. You should churn this inside you day and night. Only the one Father can narrate the knowledge of this unlimited play. No one else can narrate it. Baba has not seen anything, and he does have all of this knowledge. The Father says, I don't enter the golden or silver age, but I give you all the knowledge about them. This is a wonder how the one has never taken part in that is telling everything. How much wonder it is, no? Not taken part in any of these stages, but he's telling everything. Father says, I don't see anything, nor do I go into golden age, silver ages, but I have such good knowledge that I only come once and narrate that to you. It is a wonder how you have played those parts and you don't know them. But the one who has not played any part in that tells you everything. We are actors, we don't know anything, whereas Father has so much knowledge. The father says, I don't enter golden or silver age, that I would tell you the experience of that according to the drama. Without seeing or experiencing it, I give you all of this knowledge. It is called wonder, how I never come to play a part, yet I explain you whole part of it. This is why I am called knowledgeful. So the father says, sweetest children, if you want to make progress, you have to consider yourselves to be souls. This is a play. You will perform the play in the same way again. You will become deities. Then at the end, when you have been around the cycle, you will become human beings. You should be amazed at how Baba has this knowledge in him. He doesn't have a guru. According to the drama, it is fixed in advance for him to play this part. This is called wonder of nature. Each and everything is wonderful. The Father sits here and explains new things to you. You should remember such a father so much. You also have to remember the cycle of 84 births. Baba has also explained the significance of this to you. The picture of the variety form is so good. Only those who make the pictures of Lakshmi and Narayan and Vishnu show how we take 84 births. We will become deities and then warriors, merchants and Shudras. Is there any difficulty in remembering this? The Father is knowledgeful. Neither has he studied with anyone, nor has he studied in scriptures. You would never have seen anyone who, not having studied anything or adopted gurus, sits and gives you so much knowledge. The Father is so sweet. On the path of devotion, some would consider a particular one to be sweet, and other would consider someone else to be sweet. According to how they feel about someone, they begin to worship that one. Some think Ganesha is sweet, some think Hanuman is sweet, some think Kartikeya is sweet. So that way, whichever is very distinct to them, they worship them. That one. But they it is a path of devotion. The Father sits here and explain all the secret to you. Soul become embodiment of bliss. It is the souls that then become unhappy and dirty. इसका बेस और इसका रूफ कहाँ है? बेस नहीं, चार दीवार है। ऐसा ही दो और बनाओ, बेस और रूफ। ये चार है श्रेन, देखो इधर, ऐसे ऐसे, इधर लाओ इधर, तब लो। You used to praise me so much, but you don't know anything. This is such a wonderful play. Baba has also explained this whole play. You would never have seen so many pictures of the ladder, etc. You now see them and you hear this knowledge. And so you then say it is really accurate. However, lust is the greatest enemy. You have to conquer it. People become weak when they hear this. They don't want to take this knowledge because this weakness is the greatest enemy. No matter how much you explain to them, they just don't understand. It takes so much effort. You also know that those who understand this in the previous cycle will understand. However, many are to become part of the DT family, that many will be able to imbibe this. You know that you are establishing the kingdom by following Srimad. You have the Father's direction. You have to make others similar to yourself. The Father is giving you all of this knowledge. You also relate it. Therefore, surely this chariot of Shiv Baba must be able to relate it, but he makes himself incognito. You simply continue to remember Shiv Baba. You must not even praise this one. Which one? Brahma Baba, the bestower of salvation for all, the one who liberates you from the chains of Maya, is only one. No one apart from you, children, knows how the Father sits here and explains to you. People don't even know what Ravan is. They simply continue to burn his effigy every year. An effigy is made of an enemy. You know now know that Ravan, who has made Bharat so unhappy and poverty stricken, is enemy of Bharat. All are trapped in the claws of Ravan, the five vices. It should enter you, children, how you can liberate others from Ravan. If you can do service, you should make arrangements. You serve, you have to serve altruistically without any self interest. With an honest heart, Baba says, I feel the treasure stores of such children. It is fixed in the drama. When you have good chance to do service, there is need to ask. The father has told, continue to do service. Do not ask anyone for anything. It is better to die than to ask for anything. Everything will come to you automatically. No center will flourish by asking for anything. You can make the center function without asking for anything. Everything will continue to come to you. There will be strength in that. You must not collect funds like people outside do. Human beings can never be called God. Human beings can never be called God. This knowledge is the seed. The Father, the seed, sits here and gives you this knowledge. The seed himself is knowledgeful. Non-living seed cannot speak. You can speak, you can understand everything. No one understands this unlimited tree. But we know, right? You specially beloved children know this number wise according to your effort. The father explains Maya is very powerful. You have also have to tolerate a little. The vices are so strong. Those who do service very well become so slapped by Maya as they move along that they say, I have fallen. When climbing up the ladder, they fall down. So all the income they had earned is lost. Surely they would receive punishment. They make a promise to the Father, they write it in their blood, and then they disappear. The Father sees that even while so many methods are created in order to make it firm, they will still go back to the old world. Baba explained to you so easily. You actors have to continue to think about your parts. No one can forget his or her parts. We should also, in full day, should not forget our part. We should not see others' part. Father continues to explain to you in various ways every day. You also explain to many others, and yet they say we want to go in front to Baba personally. It is the wonder of the Father. He speaks a Murli every day. He is incorporeal. If he does not have a name, form, land, or time, how can he speak a Murli? They are amazed about this, and then they come back firm. They want to meet Father who has come to give such inheritance. If they meet him with this recognition, they can imbibe the jewel of knowledge. They can also follow Srimad. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. From the spiritual children, love, remembrance, and good morning to Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. Namaste, Baba, Namaste. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya. How lucky we are. Still, we are receiving the Murli. Essence for the Dharna. Inculcate this knowledge into your life and bubble with happiness. You have to remember this wonderful knowledge and the bestower of knowledge and perform the dance of knowledge. Only remember your own path. Do not even look at the path of others. Maya is very powerful. Therefore, remain cautious. Just remain engrossed into your progress. Have an interest in doing the service. Blessing, the Baptada's blessing hand on your head. May you be loving to God and instead of being impressed by someone goodness, inculcate that into yourself. If you wish to be loving to God, then check whether you have any obstructions of body consciousness. More obstruction comes, especially for matas. Kids are the biggest body consciousness because if they are not performing well in the class, then it is like body consciousness only if we feel shame or guilt or anything like that. Or for our own body also, there are kind of many kind of subtle body consciousness. If we realize, we need to think, realize, and remove that. Some children say that that one is very good, and this is why I feel a little mercy for him. Some have attachment to someone's body, and other have attachment to someone's virtue or speciality. However, who was it who gave that specialty or virtue? If someone is good, you may inculcate that goodness in yourself, but do not be impressed by that person or goodness. Be detached and loving to God. Children who are loving, that is, who are loving to God, remain constantly safe. Slogan: let the power of silence emerge and the speed of the service will become fast. Let the power of silence emerge and then the service will become fast. Speed of service. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.